Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations Part 7. In the previous video we accepted old Ronnie Boy over here as our client, and we started grilling Luke at me about what happened the night the urn was stolen. We have revealed that he was knocked unconscious by the sword, and now tell us what you know about the mask. I cannot deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber, what an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way if you were an uncouth rube. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. And my arch nemesis struck me in the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch, Mr. Atme should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, you see, the computer told me that there were hot singles in my area and I had to investigate. Well, looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be mask to mask. Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably mask de mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Okay, so the Goopity Goops was already over there. That's him! You can see the little... There was something positioned there that blocked the paint. Mask to mask! So that had already happened. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal. Mask to mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what do you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking of the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of this earth. It was brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. I guess we'd better go take a look just in case. Oh no, I'm supposed to be going to his house. Got anything to say? Nope. Just got the banger playing. Yeah, I never looked at stuff in here. We should do that. Hey Nick, remember what Detective Atme said? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. If only we had just seen this. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. You don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000? This is blackmail. It sure looks like a major clue, alright. Ding dong, bing bong? Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. And she was never seen again. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Do we? Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I have another guest. Ah! You're... Okay. Nick, it's you and Ma too. What a fluke. Larry, long time no see. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? If you mean what I think, I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts, ever since grade school, he's been, not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client. You got quite the storied history, he and I. And when we used to say, what we used to say, it still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna go check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So, how you been, Nick? You're busy if you really want to know. Okay, I will talk to you, but we should look at stuff first. Nick, it's a torpedo! It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that torpedoes are a thing people just leave lying around. Oh god, the music is fucking going off. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're not all romantic sounding novels about they're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck in them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Juan really studied his stuff. It's a master mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? I think it was vaguely familiar at Phoenix Wright pondering his orbs. I know, it's a fishbowl! Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Absolutely not. Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. A bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick, it's a fake beard. There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on. Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. It's Phoenix the mask. Let's borrow it for a while. No way, I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is. Well, you shouldn't call him a thief, he's your client. Seems a little rude. So Ron received a blackmail letter, huh? Do you think Miss Delight knows about this? No, she did. I don't think she would be smiling like that. I wonder if we should tell her about it. I think it'd be smarter if we didn't. A whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. Duck and cover, it's a missile! Did you know that there's dynamite in missiles? Well, no. But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh, wait, they're just really well-made toys. One of these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can. Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross strategy? Theft of the Immortal Goddess statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber strategy? Did the police even investigate this place? That's so cute, it's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is mask to mask. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. It's not necessarily proof of nothing. Come on, Phoenix. You know better than that. Alright, first things first, boom. What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. You know anything about this blackmail letter? Hey Larry, what about this? What, you got something to say? Then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? You know anything about this? Well, I don't know anything about it, Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? Can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Rhonda Light. Ooh. Man, you scared me. I was at a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job, at KB Security. Really, I could have never guessed. What? Sounds like I really should find out some more info about this KB Security company. It's me. You're 26-year-old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life? Coming from a guy who can only brag about how many times he's been rejected, I find that kind of ironic. Even you can learn a few tricks from me, Nick. Yeah, like what? Look at my hair, for example. It points up straight, right? But your hair, on the other hand, points backwards. That's no good at all, man. It's defeatist. You gotta aim high for the stars. I can't find a counter-argument to that. Picked up Rhonda Light's wallet. Spoilers! Game. That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time. Long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. Shut up. I don't think he even knows what he's saying anymore. Isn't Maya like frickin' 12 or something? 19? Okay, slightly older than 12, but still, I don't know. Let's just say, I don't know how old I am. I'm almost 25. I would not be comfortable dating a 19-year-old, personally. What about this person? Beats me! What the? All of a sudden, he's got nothing to say? Wow, you're even cuter than last time I saw you. Oh, really? Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago, don't you think, Nick? Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the exact same to me. Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister. Wow, you really do remember. Yeah, who could forget a couple of gorgeous sisters, hubba. Yeah, she's dead, dude. You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous. Yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. What have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's a call. Where's my uniform from my part-time job? And I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies and you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? You know, Bennifer? I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That wasn't really her name, was it? That's when I met the famous Caddy Tom and my whole life changed. Bennifer? Caddy Tom? I've never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me, can you believe it? Well, actually, yeah, anyway, it sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women. They're all so... But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest of the other girls. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. What are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked up this last night while I was working. A wallet? So you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all! No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. No way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Mr. Light. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Yeah, because that's what she said. What's his name was a security guard? Ron. I mean, I guess he could have been, like, if he actually is just a security guard, he could have just been there for work and dropped it. Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform's all about. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking me that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one off the hook. You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number right there. There's no mistake about it. Speaking of serial numbers, you said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. Fucking got him. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. KB Security, the company of the Blackmail Letter? You know about it? Yeah, that's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So, what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now. You know what mice do when the cat's away. Yeah, anyway. How far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Woodley Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred... Well, I mean, it seems like a false, like, dichotomy to assume that just because the wallet was found at 1, that Delight had to have been there at 1. Whoa! He couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Well, I mean, not in the slightest. I mean, he could have dropped the wallet, like, days ago, theoretically. Until we were able to establish a time frame when the wallet wasn't there, which we can't. I mean, not saying that I think the dude did it, but I just think that they're getting ahead of themselves. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in? Master Mass doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. So you're sure about this key card? Yup, that's the key card we use to build our work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and why. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data's off limits to outsiders. Fellows, this job and never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Thankfully, I have this gun. Hand over the data. Hey, Nick, your phone. Hello, is this the Wright residence? What? Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Town and try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. What do you mean, Wright residence? We don't live anywhere. We live on, like, the park bench. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? You know, that person who doesn't act his age and always says Safari when he's excited? Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there, we're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick! What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cute... Shut the fuck up. And another one of your, special friends. Say goodbye to Miss Light for me, would you, Larry? Friggin' 9, you creeper. Ooh, a bag for me. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yeah, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, I know, like, something's changed since we were here last? Yeah, you mention it. Was this bottle always here? This bag? It sure wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. It's gonna be a bunch of severed fingers. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open this private property. Unless. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit, I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? What's in the bag? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. It's his bowling bag. Why, hello there! Ah, he's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so fragrantly. I mean, we also, like, broke into your place while you weren't here, so we're not really, like, ones to care about the law. Like, remember that time we illegally wiretapped that lady in the second trial? I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zavai! Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick, sounds like it's going to be really exciting. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Mr. Abney, can you take a look at this? Oh, please, you can drop the pretense already. Huh? You and I are already fated to fight against each other. The only true weapon for warriors in a court of law is information. And this gun. Surely you don't expect me to sharpen your sword for you. Creep. So, I assume that means you're just gonna say that to anything we show you? Okay, I'm just gonna assume that. Alright, let's talk. What's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zavai! My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There was a far more dangerous that you will face during the trial. Yeah, the robot man. I saw him on the opening. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly you truly are who you say you are. I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Yeah, never heard of him. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. You tried to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. I mean, I don't think you should kill people for stealing, ever. Is that a hot take? Last time I checked, no one knows for sure Mr. Light really is Damas. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you understand this when you're more mature. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country but in heaven. I feel like I've heard that, I don't know, 7 times before. Godot, a legend, a myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot. But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? No surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But ace prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Look at Me of the prosecutor's office. Oh, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. The lawyer. The stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. New prosecutor, an ace detective and a thief walk into a bar. The ace detective asks, I got nothing, man. This will be one tough trial. Okay, that was kind of sudden. So that's about right. We've been probably investigating for close to an hour, maybe I guess a little bit over an hour, but if we count the actual opening of the trial. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the mass-to-mass glossy I brought. You bought this? Where? From the little tins in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Come on, I'm guilty! Throw the book at me! Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't like things are gonna get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I said the calling card, Lily Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, it's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is... Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. Why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I got some errands I need to go take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I don't really know whether Ron is mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I'll pass judgment after I hear arguments on both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, then you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor, I've never lost a case. How many cases have you done? 2. He's the one that Detective Abby was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. Well, apparently it didn't because you didn't know who he was. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost one before. Is that a lie? Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before, neither. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of the redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ah, don't you know anything? Justice is blind. No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. Shit, dude, that's deep. I'm writing that down. This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick? Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. So who is this masked man? I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobu. It is not Gobu, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Oh shit, here we go again. My name is, no one has asked for your name, witness. Important thing is you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness first. Let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. But the urn was worth nothing. So then his actual identity of this Master Mask is Mr. Godot. What are you? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it is only coffee after all. Well, you can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who sold the urn. So, I mean, the main thing would be the value? Art pieces, like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tier of a man-on? I don't know how to say that word, man. What's that, some kind of especially salty teardrop? Some salty teardrops. No, it's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongoro? You know, the thing you put on your head? After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Megina. After having retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look like the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. I mean, I would assume we could, you know, this. But we'll press everything first. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seems to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all parts of a thief's modus operandi. And so, since the robbery seems to fit all those conditions, that's right, it means Master Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way to say whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But, also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask who did it, maybe for the time being, I should try and show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. But doesn't that, like, contradict? Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zavari, an author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my finger shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be, butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal, except for maybe the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who is this person? Zavari, he sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all, then. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me now, even now. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's like a Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lily Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain this calling card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. His fifth heist and your fifth screw-up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You, of all people, shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me? And then we'll file it away as, unimportant. And then we'll go, sit on the highway and do traffic stuff. Because that's really the moneymaker. Well, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. So, what's our hint again? It looks like Master Mask stole the urn, but there's no evidence either way as to whether Ron is Master Mask. Urn hasn't come up. So even though we know Master Mask did it, we should try and prove that he didn't. So I mean, I guess we'll start with this. It seems to be the most obvious one. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little of that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. There's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say just a terrible thing? I'm gonna turn the boombox off if you keep this up. No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. I mean that in the worst sense. Doesn't that mean it's priceless? Still? So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but, well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about that, Mr. Godot? This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. Trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Wright? What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask? Faked a mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Terror that night was actually a fake. I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Terror that night was in fact faked a mask. Speckled urn. I have no clue. Proof? It was fake the mask. Okay, so we have the photo. I mean, I'm guessing this. See, are there any differences? Hard to really tell. But we'll start with the photo. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. Okay, now that we have it pulled up. I mean, he's still got the little shoulder thingies. Anything about the hat that's different? Hat looks the same. Front seems to be the same. I don't know, something feels like it's different, but I can't actually figure it out. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Oh god, not this again. Don't make me point to something. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. I mean, this is peculiar, but that's not really pertaining to... Oh, the time, maybe? 'Cause wasn't it at like 1:30? And this is at 1? But that doesn't really prove that he's the fake Damask. Does he not have... Does he have gloves? I can't, like, I've only pulled up the other picture. It's right here, I think. That was so peculiar. Okay, let me pull up this again. Oh, does it not have the thingy? Is it missing the thingy? It is missing the thingy. Alright, I see it. It really sucks that you can't bring up the picture when you're on the screen itself. The only thing peculiar in this courtroom is the top of your head. You gonna let him make fun of your hair? Yeah, at least until I know he can't use his goggles to fry me or something. Well, anyway, there's a strange spot. Still haven't given up. So what is it then? It's right here, of course. You mean Master Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo about this morning? I thought, I could tell something was off, but like I couldn't, without having them like side by side, I couldn't notice it. The problem I have with security camera photo is the brooch on the mask's chest. A breach! Here! Bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once! brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. Clasp, eh? I would like to clasp a nice large submarine sandwich right now. But the masked mask in the security camera photo? Ah! He has no brooch! That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damas's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this masked mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? And we'll learn how Mr. Prosecutor Man could have overlooked such a large brooch in the next video. I am Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.